But yeah, let's get into it. We got 3 videos up here. They are very interesting topics, but I'm gonna start off with the most famous. You know what I mean? How should I? I'm not gonna say perpetrator. What do you say? When someone being the plaintiff, the most controversial plaintiff, famously known plaintiff, Jidion. I actually posted a TikTok about Jidion when I was talking about his what he just did with the he's got like a whole bunch of kids arrested for a prank he did with Skeeter Jean, right? He was going and like annoying Joe, the Joe, so he was like continuing the Joe saga. The Joe saga is fucking peak on Skeeter Jean's channel. If y'all haven't watched it, please go watch it. He's like annoying his uncle Joe that's like been squatting at his fucking his grandma house, and it's fucking hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen on his channel. Is the Joe saga? It's fucking awesome. But so Jidion was on there and he was trying to like annoy Joe, like, cause that's what they were doing. Him and his security guard and his people was like trying to annoy Joe. And what happened is that Joe went into a McDonald's. That's like one of his signature places to go to. He went into a McDonald's, and when he went into the McDonald's, Jidion tried to go in there and annoy him in the McDonald's. But the police pulled up and was like, "Hey, y'all can't go in there, trespass Jidion." He then asked other kids to go in there, gave them all the camera equipment to go and annoy Joe. And what happened was it resulted in Jidion getting arrested and the kids being arrested and everyone being trespassed. And it was just a complete clusterfuck of a lie because he did it live. So yeah, I think this video is actually trying to break it down a little bit more. So yeah, let's get into it. This video is titled "Jidion's situation just got even worse. He won't stop lying." This video is by Slot Manual. Let's get into it. He upcoming too. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to him.
Seeing all like the drama channels talk about the situation, like I understand that it's drama, but seeing all of these drama channels talking about it, like, bro, it made me not even want to post.
Look, Jidion, I'm sorry drama channels and I contributed to the problem. Made you feel like if you do something bad, that you might get criticised for it. And that's not a nice feeling, so, you know, I do want to say sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, sloppy viewers, the other day we covered the Jidion situation where you casual viewers maybe might have seen that he got arrested recently. Whilst this is an aspect of the situation that is incredibly relevant and lots of people are speaking about, it isn't the main thing that a lot of drama channels, including myself, are focusing on. The thing that I and many other commentary channels that are speaking about the situation have been focusing on is Jidion's behaviour and reckless actions, not only within this situation, but outside of the situation as well. In the latter half of a recent stream, Jidion was looking for a violent squatter called Joe. And one of the actions that Jidion made in this stream that lots of people...
I hate that narrative, because Joe... Okay, so who Joe is, right? Let's break down who Joe... Like I said, he's a squatter. But he isn't violent. Like, when people give him well, I guess he's violent, but he's violent against people that are like... Well, yeah, you can say he's violent. Yeah, he's violent, but it's just so weird, because I feel like Joe wouldn't do nothing stupid. He ain't that fucking stupid. He hasn't swung on Skeeter or his security guard. He just threatened to call the police. Most hostile thing he did to Skeeter and his security guard was throw snowballs. Because the first time they went to go fuck with him, it was like during December. So it's like he's not threatening at all. Like, the dude is not gonna do shit to nobody. He's a pussy. He's a punk. He beats up on old women. He's an asshole. And I like the fact what Jidion was trying to do, but he did it the wrong way.
People, including myself, have been focusing on is the fact that he got minors to go and look for this dangerous man.
After Jidion sees a group of kids on their e-bikes who appeared to be fans of his, this is when he told them to look for Joe. These were at absolute max 8th graders. Why
This is the exact video I was watching too.
did Jidion tell them to search for a violent
If y'all don't know, I broke like this whole situation. I reacted to this whole situation. It's already on my YouTube channel.
It
criminal?
wasn't bad enough that Jidion put minors in a dangerous situation. Jidion then, when looking at the criticism, blatantly...
Go sub to the YouTube. Kasutai. Go sub to that. I'm gonna need y'all over there. Please. No, I'm playing.
lied about what he had said in that instance, was proved immediately wrong about what he actually said, and then ignored it and moved on.
I said, ride by McDonald's, and if you see him, let me know. No, fan out and beating your meat.
What?
Yo, fan out and look for him. No idea.
He just blatantly ignores that he actually did say the thing and then just moves on. And around this topic of Jidion endangering minors and
Oh, what the fuck did he even say?
Didn't look for him. No. Ride by McDonald's.
What he actually said and then ignored it and moved on.
I said, ride by McDonald's, and if you see him, let me know.
Okay.
No, fan out and beating your meat. Yo, fan out and look for him.
No, you said to go look for him, bro.
Okay.
No idea.
He just blatantly ignores that he actually did say the thing and then just moves on. And around this topic of Jidion endangering minors and putting them in situations like this wasn't the only thing that came up. His conduct in the EDP situation and allowing EDP in his server full of minors also came up.
So you did invite him into a Discord server with minors?
There were minors in my server, yeah.
Would it be wrong to say that you endanger those minors by bringing EDP into your server?
Those minors, no, a minor was endangered, right? So why do you say those minors? Why can't we just be specific on Kayla?
Okay, the minors in this, well, her as well, by just having EDP in the server.
Because he only messaged her.
I mean, as long as he didn't message any of the other minors in that Discord server, I guess it makes
There were still minors in the server, though.
it's totally fine to invite EDP, a predator, to a server full of minors. Jidion throughout this stream consistently lies about the details of the story, manipulates it, and blatantly runs away from any accountability. Shortly after ending the stream was privated, and Jidion hasn't actually said why. All of that is just a fraction of the criticism for Jidion in this situation. I mean, I made a 30-minute video about all of his lies and the entire situation because there is so much here. Now, after this bad response stream that he privated, where he didn't really take any accountability for anything, and if he did take accountability for it, well, it was like half-truths. There was no full accountability. It was always, yeah, but. There, of course, were lots of questions for Jidion. If he would actually take accountability, if he would apologize, if he would actually properly...
I feel like Jidion don't think before he acts. He just acts and then thinks about it later. And it's like, damn, did I just do something wrong? Because I feel like what Jidion is doing is he's doing what like every streamer does. He has fucking streamer brain. You think about the clip, you think about the fame, you think about the notoriety, or what the fuck is it called? Is it notoriety? Notoriety. I don't think I'm saying that wrong. I don't think I'm saying that right. What did I can't speak. Y'all hear me? Like I'm malfunctioning. I think what he's doing is that he's looking for a clip, he's looking for fame, he's looking for the publicity, is what I meant to say. And what he's trying to do is he's only thinking about that and not thinking about like what he's doing. He's just looking for a clip. He's like slowly easing into that streamer brain mindset of just, I want a clip. That's what he's doing. Even if it wasn't recorded. It's like he's like that, because the streamer brain, that's what's so dangerous about the streamer brain. It feeds into your like regular everyday life. So like people on, and he's not a streamer, he's a YouTuber. So it's like that, it's probably even feeding more into his life because he's so used to like his real life being on, like him going out and actually fucking with people, actually catching preds. So yeah, it's feeding into his real life, and what's happening is that his streamer brain is impairing his judgment. Not saying he's negated of all accountability, I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. Like he has streamer brain. He's losing like his way of reasoning. That's why he's like doing, he's like, that's why like when he hears some shit, he like ignore it. Like when he just went and looked and saw that he did say to go look for him instead of go looking at McDonald's, instead of just like go to the McDonald's, he didn't know. His brain turned off. He didn't know. He literally thought he said nothing wrong. So it then, not right here, it says, are you not endangering minors by letting a predator into a Discord? He didn't say, wait, why are you not specifying Kayla? Because she wasn't the only minor. See, that's the thing. Like he's kind of he losing it up here in his brain.
Address things instead of simply running away. People got their answer of how Jidion would be dealing with this situation at the beginning of his most recent stream, where he would sympathy bait and run away from everything once more. I mean, why actually take accountability and address anything if, you can just play the sympathy card and, get away scot-free? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at what Jidion actually said in this stream. So without further ado, let's actually dive into the content of the stream. Before speaking on any drama,
just so y'all know, I don't like hate Jidion. I just think he does a lot of like he just does a lot of questionable shit, and I don't think he knows that it's wrong. That's the problem. He doesn't know that it's wrong, and it doesn't make it right. But I still think he's just he's still growing up. To be honest, the nigga's still growing up. I feel like yeah, he a grown ass man. I understand that, but he is still young. But then he still needs to educate himself. Like I'm on the fence about Jidion. I don't know like what's going on. My only thing that I don't like, I personally don't like that Jidion did is that he had like Sneeko, and I said this in the earlier video I did on Jidion. Sneeko got swung on. Everybody remember when Sneeko got swung on, and he was able to call Jidion and like get sympathy from Jidion, and it's like you're a predator catcher and you're on the phone with someone that supports a predator as president. It just doesn't make like those two things can't. No, like that does not make sense. So that's why I personally had a gripe with Jidion because that does not make sense, and I feel like he knows it doesn't make sense. But he's just like he thought people were just gonna sweep that shit under the rug, which they did. I think it feels like I'm the only one that knows about this shit. But yeah,
Jidion mentioned some updates when it comes to
I don't think he's like a horrible person or I hate him or anything like that. I just feel like he does a lot of dumb shit, and a lot of young people do a lot of dumb shit.
legal aspect of the situation. You know, the stuff to do with him getting arrested.
Updates, chat. Two updates. So first thing is your boy has just retained the best legal counsel that Michigan has to offer. That was very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. And second thing is I have gotten in contact with the civil rights lawyer, and he wants to make a video talking about it. So throughout this next week, I'm going to be giving him clips and different things. And if I get the okay from my lawyers, I'm going to be doing an interview with him. So that's going to be really cool.
I'll be so interested to see how this goes for Jidion. Especially because in my first video, whilst we did discuss him being arrested and people arguing if he was wrongfully arrested or not, it wasn't my main focus of that video. My main focus was his lies and all of the bad actions that he had done leading up to his arrest. Jidion was essentially gang stalking a
Well, he say arrest like that. Oh, all right. Yeah, I heard how he said arrest.
the bad actions that he had done leading up to his arrest. Jidion
Why the fuck did he say it like that? That had to be on purpose. Hell no.
was essentially gang stalking.
We gotta hear that one more
actions
time.
that he had done leading up to his arrest. Jidion
What the fuck did? Okay. All right. Why the fuck did he say it like that?
was essentially gang stalking a violent individual. So I'm very interested to see how all of this plays out and how he actually comes off looking if he does do this interview. Now, after giving some updates on that aspect of the situation, Jidion moves to the drama aspect of the situation and his recent fumblings and criticism directed towards him. If you thought for 1 second he was actually going to take some level of proper accountability or answer some very popular audience questions at the moment, like why did you remove that stream that made you look absolutely terrible? Well, I mean, you'd be wrong, of course. Instead of taking accountability, actually speaking about the situation, owning up to his mistakes, what he decides to do is sympathy bait about the recent drama and developing situation to try and make his audience feel sorry for him so he can slither away from any actual accountability his audience might have for him.
Streamers need PR training. I said it. Streamers need PR training because a lot of streamers have the habit of just saying the wrong shit, and it's like it's more often than not you see it. I'm not gonna list no names, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm not invincible. I'm not invincible.
What I'm talking about. See, I'm starting to sound like this nigga.
I'm not.
Wait. Okay. I figured out the key to manually mute, motherfucker.
Not untouchable. Like, bro, I'm a human. I'm human just like you guys. I genuinely have feelings, you know? And so if I have feelings, I know you guys have feelings. And, you know, I'm going to be real. I feel like...
He doesn't say it out loud, but Jidion's actually praying here to, you know, hope that this stream goes well and that no one criticizes him or notices that he's sympathy baiting.
To be real, like, y'all, man, definitely just not streaming this last weekend. Like, bro, you guys don't realize, like, how hard it was for me to spark up stream today. Yo, Dodge, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Spit it out, Jid. It's like right now it's just a bunch. It's just a bunch of feelings. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know what I want to say, but I know I want to say something.
Are we seriously meant to feel sympathetic for Jidion in this situation? I want to remind you the reason that he's apparently feeling this way is because he was recently massively called out for not only endangering minors in this situation, but also his conduct in the EDP situation where he invited EDP to a server full of minors was put into question. And that's without mentioning him failing to take accountability and any other criticisms through that situation. Jidion, I'm so sorry your bad actions were actively criticized and that made it hard for you to stray. The sympathy baiting only continues to get worse and worse as he starts to address the drama more and more. What Jidion ultimately attempts to do at the beginning of this stream is the whole poor me routine, where he's trying to get his audience to feel sympathetic and sorry for him, but it honestly just doesn't work here.
But genuinely, man, like you guys have no idea like how hard it was just to hit go live. You know what I mean? And I feel like I get in my head so much, and it's like I don't want to keep on getting in my head. And then, like, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real. You know, I had the clip of me talking about the whole situation and everything, but it's like seeing all like the drama channels talk about the situation. Like, I understand that it's drama, but seeing all of these drama channels talking about it, like, bro, it made me not even want to post it.
Because it's, you know, you wrong for the shit you did. Just say you wrong for the shit you did. That's all you gotta do, bro. Ain't nobody like if you just come out and be like, yeah, I was doing some dumb shit, I'm sorry. Everybody would, like, you would have so much more respect than if you just keep trying to ignore the situation or keep trying to say that you're right when you know you're wrong. Like, that's the only, like, the worst shit you could possibly do when you get proven wrong is to not admit that you're wrong. Just say you're wrong, bro, so we can move on from this shit. I hate people that don't want to, like just apologize and move on, bro. Like, what we doing?
Let me get my little tiny violin over you, man. It's really funny to watch Jidion try and victimize himself out through this entire situation. You were heavily criticized for your actions in not only this recent situation, but also past endeavors. You made a very bad response stream, then you private that response stream, that the only reason I can imagine is because it is that bad and makes you look absolutely terrible, and you haven't probably spoken on the details of the situation since. Is anyone going to feel sorry for you and actually buy into your sympathy baiting routine when you've consistently failed to take any proper accountability for your actions?
And it's not like I didn't want to post it because I was like, oh, I'm afraid they're going to talk about it. Like, no, it's not that. It's just seeing all these drama channels making their videos. It took the fun out of it for me. And I was just like, you know, like at the end of the day, like, yeah, you know, I feel like my rights got violated or whatever. But like, bro, you know, I think it's like a weird situation. And I thought it was like a fun moment for us. But then it's like, I feel like all these other.
How did your rights get violated, bro? That you got trespassed, they asked you to leave. Instead of you leaving, you gave your equipment to children, told them to go in. They got arrested. You tried to, like, stop the arrest, which is a charge, a crime, and then you got arrested. Like, what are you talking about?
People are taking it and like Jidion went too far and da 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 da, and people are taking it into this whole left field where I don't even think it needs to go.
Of course you don't think it needs to go that way because you're getting absolutely shit on for it. Jidion's not only getting shit on for the conduct in the stream happening in the first place because Joe was already getting evicted, but his conduct in the past. Yeah, Jidion probably doesn't want the situation to go that way. And I find it really funny that Jidion says the following.
It's just seeing all these drama channels making their videos. It took the fun out of it for me.
You getting held accountable for your awful decision.
It's not, because it ain't supposed to be fun, bro. You're doing, yes, find fun in, like, your line of work. Always find fun in your line of work. But when you're catching predators and, like, messing with squatters, like, you're playing with the law. It's not supposed to be fun, bro. Video games are fun. Like, yeah, that's something that you're supposed to have fun doing. But, like, catching preds, messing with predators, messing with squatters, like, that's not the same, bro. Like you can't just you gotta be serious. Like it ain't Skeeter. Like Skeeter, he does a good job at what I'm talking about. Like he finds fun in catching predators, but he doesn't do so much to the point where it's like, okay, you're at risk to be arrested too. Like he doesn't do anything like that. Jidion is like doing like degenerate shit. Like it's not supposed to be like fun in that regard. It's supposed to be fun like, damn, what is he doing? But it ain't supposed to be fun in like, hey guys, let's add him to the Discord. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, you're not supposed. No, don't do that. He interviewed one predator that he caught. It is like, bro, why are you doing that? I understand. He says like, oh, platform preds because not all publicity is good publicity. I understand that, but you already caught him. We already know him. You don't gotta like give him more than what he got. His life is probably pretty much already ruined. There's no reason for. We don't need it anymore, bro.
And lies is the thing that actively took the fun out of it, and the thing he's focusing on here is the fact that fun's been taken out of it instead of
like EDP. He has torn that man's reputation down. Like EDP is done. And that wasn't even like the Jidion and EDP saga. That wasn't even what started him being a predator. His like it was some shit all the way back in like I think 2019, 2020 is what this motherfucker became a predator. Like it's like Jidion has been, but like Jidion brought so much attention to it too at the same time. So a lot of people probably think it started with Jidion, but it really didn't. Like it started back in 2020, and yeah. Like he just has a habit of doing the wrong thing. He plays too much. Like he played too much when he was doing his prank videos back in the day. He had a habit of playing way too fucking much. He trolls too much. And this is the result of trolling too fucking much. You get fucking arrested and put children in danger because you're playing too goddamn much.
There is actual things that he needs to take accountability for and properly address.
And then I'm just like, bro, it's like, I feel like now if I post it, it's going to be drama instead of just content. And that's what I want it to be. I want it to be content. I don't want it to be drama.
Don't do criticizable and reckless things then. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, honestly.
You took it a little too far. I definitely see that. But it's not me talking about like how far went. Like that's not the point that I'm trying to get at.
Not taking proper accountability and immediately trying to rush away from the subject of him taking actual accountability and addressing his actions. Jidion hits the nail on the head there, actually, right? It isn't actually about talking about the situation or addressing any of his actual mistakes and his decisions in that situation. What all this is a sympathy-baiting poor me routine to try and get people back on his side. And it honestly hasn't worked. If you look at the comments on their stream, it is just people.
Oh no, it has worked. There was a video I posted on TikTok. 4 of the comments was talking about one of them was tagging Jidion, and the other 3 were talking about how I was wrong. This works. It worked on TikTok. Or if it didn't work on YouTube, it did work on TikTok. But yeah, it does work. The sympathy bait does work.
The recent stream and criticizing him over his recent action. But Jidion will only continue to sweep this under the rug and completely ignore any of the actual valid criticisms that are being levied his way. Especially after the absolutely awful response stream that he did.
I just wanna make videos or just stream for you guys. You know what I mean? And the thing I liked about when I was just making the pred catches and not streaming at all is that year, it was like, because I stopped streaming in, I would say like November 2024 is when I stopped streaming. So from November 2024 all the way to, and I started back streaming like March 2026. For that 1 year, there was only like 2 drama things with me. And the 2 drama things were just like, oh, Jidion's doing pred catches, and it wasn't nothing serious. You know what I mean?
Jidion, what you're actually saying, right, is that it just didn't blow up. Any criticism that you had during that time is not that serious because it didn't affect you. There has been lots of criticism for Jidion with his pred catches and with his other content, and none of it really gained any traction until this most recent situation.
If you also are upset with his performance, I have his boss's information right here. His boss's name is Lieutenant Matthew Sochler. Sorry if I said that wrong. Here's his email address, and also here is the Missouri City Police Department's phone number. You can call this phone number and let them know that you want to talk to Internal Affairs if you want to, give a critique or give your criticism or thoughts about Sergeant Howard's performance.
It's unhelpful.
But back during like those like that, not back during those days, but back like when he's doing shit like that, it does seem like the police are kind of more or less in the wrong. Because, well, okay, it's probably lawfully incorrect, but for like personally to me, I don't really have a problem with that. If he doesn't want, like, if they tell him to like, how I say this shit, if they tell him to like go over there, we want to talk to him over here, and he's just like constantly pressing and pressing and pressing. It gets to a point where it's like, bro, okay, come on, just move. Like, just move out of the way. Please just move. But when they do shit like they're more focused on the predator catcher than the predator, that's when it's like some bullshit. Like, there's so many pet catchers that I've seen that the predator catcher gets asked 1,000,001 questions, and the predator never gets like arrest. Nothing ever happens to the predator never gets like arrested, or if he does get arrested, he gets like released a day later, or they talk to him all nice and calmly, and they're like screaming at the predator catch, and it's just like, I hate predator catches like that because you're not even focusing on the main problem. You're too busy worried about me than the actual predator because you're so upset that I got a camera. That's the problem. That's the that's when like I would say, I'm not gonna say it's not it's okay or it's not okay to listen to law enforcement, or it's okay to listen to law enforcement. But I am saying that like something like that, that's when I would be like, if you're like using your if you're using your voice to say what you want to say, I understand it personally, because it's like, yeah, you might be in the wrong, but like lawfully, but you're like, are you morally in the wrong? No, you're not.
Full, reckless, insane behavior.
That's
is
how I
uncommon
look at it.
from Jidion. He's actually done what I've just showed you several times before on his platform, and it has been spoken about, but it just never got wide traction.
I am so tired of drama. Genuinely. Like, I am so tired.
Your life is drama filled, though. Your life is drama filled, Jidion, no matter whether you like it or not, bro. Like, you started off as a prankster, going out and doing public pranks. You then you then like deleted like a whole bunch of your videos, or did you? Yeah, you deleted like all of your fucking videos. You then, oh no, you didn't delete all your videos. He stopped posting for like a minute. And when he came back, and or did he delete? I don't fucking remember if he deleted or not. But I remember he took a big ass break. He came back. He got religious. He started catching preds, and you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of drama, bro. Like, you're putting a lot of drama on yourself. And for someone to say that he hates drama, he went after EDP 3 times, 4 times, countless times. He been at EDP. Not saying you're not supposed to go after predators, but I am saying drama comes with addressing people that are, well, not people, because I don't see predators as people, but addressing individuals that have drama attached to their name, bad people. So you're going to get drama, no matter what. No matter what. Even if the other person's completely in the wrong, those people still have like 3 or 4 people. Oh, why are you saying this about so and so? Even they could be a whole predator. Like, think about it, Donald Trump's president. There's still people that would defend him. So it's like, you're gonna get drama no matter what. Even if people know they're wrong, they're not gonna admit they're wrong. There are a lot of narcissists. There are a lot of liars. There are a lot of just blatantly bad people in the world. You're gonna get drama no matter what, especially the shit that Jidion is doing. So he can't say he doesn't like drama, because his whole career and content history and personality is drama, a reaction. That's literally who he is. He's a professional reaction baiter. I'm sorry, but he is. So he's gonna get drama whether he likes it or not.
Like, I don't
It's part of the job.
Bro, I feel like every time I get into something, it's just like,
even if me, like, I'm not big at all on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not big at all. I still find myself getting into, like, I still find myself getting mean comments. I still find myself arguing with a person in my comment section every now and then. Even me, I get drama. I argue with people online. And even though I probably shouldn't, I don't do it anymore. But back then, when I like if you go on my TikTok, there's like this series of me saying why I don't like young Sasuke in Naruto. I made like 8 videos on that, 8 videos on that, of arguing with people in my, replying to comments, arguing with people, and like like, yeah, it was drama. It's drama. I get drama all the time. Like, people don't like what I say because I say the truth. I'm not saying shit to like make you feel good. I tell the truth. I don't care what you think about it. If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch me. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, you ain't gotta watch me. Like, people that live in reality, those people are gonna watch me. And that's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, then you ain't gotta watch me. He just gotta have that mentality. Like, if you don't like it, you don't gotta watch me. But the problem is that he's trying to troll so much so he can get everybody on his side. That's the problem. That's why his career is like fucking up. But like, drama's everywhere, even with me, and I'm not big at all.
it takes a little piece out of me, bro.
Content creators are just prone to deal with drama.
In drama because your own reckless, incredibly criticizable actions that you decided to do yourself. Jidion took what he was doing seriously. If he was responsible, wasn't in reckless, and wasn't just doing things for the sake of content, he wouldn't find himself in situations like this. You're not going to get sympathy from people because you're being criticized for your own decisions and actions. All of this current quote-unquote drama that Jidion's talking about here is because of the stuff that he's done.
Like, what point is it just me? You know?
What is he
Like,
talking about?
realistically saying, you know, if all these things are being made, if all these people are talking about me, you know what I mean? And it's like, I could say, oh, I'm in the right in this one, I'm in the right in this one, I'm in the right in this one. At what point do I have to look at everything and just be like, when is it me?
This has got to be a piss take.
What is he talking about?
This is gotta be sad. So characters are always going to find themselves in some form of drama, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of the time it is stuff that's blown out of proportion and they haven't actually done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Let's be real, Jidion. You sat there for 6 hours reacting to criticisms about your conduct and endangering minors, and you're walking away still thinking, when is it actually just me? Again, it's just this false sense of accountability, this false sense that he's actually self-reflecting and realizing that maybe some of this is on him. It just falls flat, especially after 6 hours of career-rolling shit that he was saying on that stream.
When is it? When is it me? You feel me?
What is he talking about? What do you
And
mean by that?
What
does that mean?
I feel like this weekend, I just been in my head, but like in a good way, where I just been like, when is it me?
What is he talking about?
And so I look at the whole like Joe situation. You feel me? I thought it would be a great idea to entertain y'all. And granted, you know, even though all that other mess happened and damn near had to spend so much money on my lawyers or whatever, at the end of the day, you know, it was a fun thing. But bro, also at the end of the day, it was so unnecessary because I feel like it brought so much more stress and drama in my life and my fans' life than it did anything good.
I see. The whole Joe stream was just unnecessary because it brought extra stress and drama, and it wasn't unnecessary because it was actually unnecessary because the guy was already getting evicted. It was just a complete lack of accountability for any of the things that he did on that stream. Instead of taking actual accountability, he mentions that it was fun, you know, it was some good content, but ultimately it was, you know, it wasn't worth it because it brought some stress and drama.
I'm not feed into it anymore, y'all. Like, bro, I didn't realize how much drama takes out of you until
Drama does take a lot out of you though. Like, when you're on YouTube, especially when you're a content creator, when you're on like apps and you just see like there's more negative shit than positive shit. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even be getting bothered about shit. That do fuck with me. That affect me. I do be like, man. Like I stopped watching TikTok just because of like the bad energy. Like, cause it's a matter of bad energy. It's not even a matter that you're being called names. It's a matter of bad energy. No one has ever like called me like out of my name. I don't think once probably, but that was because I said some shit about I'm not even gonna get into all that. I'm not even gonna get into all that. But yeah, I just know I said something about Trump that I didn't like his ass, and I didn't like his supporters, and I said something that his supporters should go and fucking do, because I don't. I told Trump supporters to go to war because he started a war, and I was like, everybody that voted for Trump need to go to war because they voted for him. I said it. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I stopped watching TikTok just from the bad energy, and because, like I said, it's not because people are calling you names. It's the bad energy. No one wants to like be somewhere that they're like told they don't want here. If you go into a store and everyone's looking at you like you ain't got money and like bumping into you and like knocking shit down like out of your cart and shit and like just getting in your face with a hot ass breath, like you gonna be like, man, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Cause like you hate bad energy. Like it's just like bad experiences will fuck up it like you ever going somewhere again. Like you will have a bad experience, and I know a lot of y'all, you have to stop, get off your high horse. You know this happened to you. Y'all have had a bad experience at a restaurant. Even though you have 5 good experiences, you can have one bad experience. The 6th time you can go and have one bad experience. You're never going to that restaurant again. Stop playing like y'all don't do that shit. Y'all do that shit. Y'all know y'all be doing that shit. One bad experience could fuck up a whole lifetime of opportunities. And that's why bad energy is like I would say this for as long as I die. There's gonna be some real shit, right? This is me being a little philosophical. Love is more powerful than hate, but hate is a stronger feeling than love. It is. It is. When you love someone, it could get you through some shit, but if you hate someone, it'll make you do shit like it'll get you through it so much quicker. And I hate saying that, but it's true. Like hate will get you through shit that's like you never even knew you could do. Like you'll get on a pull-up bar and like try to impress a girl, but like you be on there like, damn, I can really only do like 32 of these bitches, and then get down, you like, damn. But then if you like hate somebody and you're like trying to do pull-ups to like embarrass them, your ass to go for 50. Not even playing, 50 fucking pull-ups. 50 fucking pull-ups. Just out of spite. Just out of because I don't like you, nigga. Just out of because I don't like you. I'm gonna do more than you just because I don't like you. That type of shit, like that's what I'm saying. Hate makes you do so much more than if you love someone. Like hate will get you out the bed in the morning. It'll give you something to like live for, like get your blood boiling, like woo! Love is like it's passive. You can do great things in the name of love, but hate is such a strong feeling because it makes people do shit they it makes like I can't even get into it right now, but it just makes you do shit you can't even fathom you even did.
Just like, bro, it is actually so much. And the crazy thing is like, bro, it's like I freaking never had peace. Ever.
Now that's everything.
That's your career though. Like you're a pranks. You went from being a prankster to going off of the internet to coming back being a prey catcher. Like the things that you do, there is no peace. And on top of that, you're a content creator. You get bad, hateful comments all the time. There is no peace. There is no peace in this line of work, my nigga. It sucks, but hey. Like, welcome. Welcome to this content shit. You're going to get bad energy all the time. You got to just look past it, though. Or you got to just look at it, eat it, turn it into something good, and keep going.
That Jidion had to say on the drama aspect, and once more, there is a complete lack of actually taking accountability. It is just about how bad he feels because he's currently involved in drama. Now, I have absolutely no idea what the situation will bring next, but I'm very glad to see that more and more people are actually holding Jidion accountable for his actions and speaking about his awful conduct when it comes to his content and his responses. I'm not surprised whatsoever that Jidion went down this route and approach of sympathy baiting and the whole poor me routine for addressing any more of this drama, but it is very funny to see him try and do it and genuinely think that this was going to work out for him. But ladies and gentlemen, sloppy viewers, what's your thoughts on all this? Please feel free to comment down below. Whilst standing on the subscribe notification bell to miss any future sloppy content, and especially Jidion content, as I can't see this being the end of the situation. But I've been your Samuel, you've been watching Sloppy, and I'll catch you in the next YouTube video.
All right, we done with that one.
Fatality.
You win. Perfect.